Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Plot Addiction. I know it's been a while again. I've actually made 2 videos in the past that I haven't posted yet, and I'm looking forward to actually put them on when I have a chance. But in the meanwhile, I'll be doing this video here, and I hope you enjoy. As you might have noticed, I've moved again to a new place. So yeah, with my job being flexible, I've moved to more closer to my family. So that's pretty nice. Alright, so let's move along to my new finds that I did since my last video that I haven't posted yet, but hopefully soon. So I went to St. John not too long ago, and they had this section where it was $2 a record. So I decided to fill in a few things that I didn't have, but like it was like a nice to have thing, but I didn't want to pay a lot for them. So it was kind of nice, and let's start it up. So my first $2 find was Nazareth, Close Enough to Rock and Roll. So you know, this is a pretty popular album, probably maybe the one that you see the most often around for sale. So it was a nice listen. I don't think I knew any of the songs on there. I might be mistaken, but yeah, it was a very nice listen, and just trying to find if I know any of the songs on there. You know, maybe one, but I can't remember. But yeah, it's a very nice and solid album, so I was pretty happy to find that. Next up is a band that was recommended to me by my friend, buddy, Jex Russell. So Graham Parker. I remember the first time I heard about them was from a movie. I think it was This Is 40. Not sure. I know it's Paul Rudd that's in the movie, and he's trying to make Graham Parker popular again. So that's when Jex told me about this, and he told me that I have to listen to this, and he was right, man. Like, I listened to this album, and it's super, like, it's definitely have some new wave vibe and right up my alley. So I really like this album. I need to listen to it again. Only listen to it once, so I don't have a lot of memory, but I really enjoy what I listen to. Alright, next $2 find is 4-Wheel Drive by Bachman Turner Overdrive, BTO. So my favorite album from BTO is actually Not Fragile, and I was sure that I had it on vinyl, but for some reason I don't, and I need to find it now because I really love Not Fragile. I remember owning it on cassette, but I don't anymore for some reason either. I don't know why I got rid of those. Like, I really need them back, so as soon as I go to a record store again, I'll have to find them. By the way, the closest record store from the new place that I move in is like 4 hours away, so you might not see a lot of new finds videos lately, but I'll try to keep it active by putting some reviews and things like that. So hopefully I'll be able to keep the place active. But you know, there's always online if I want to find some stuff, so it's cool. All right, last but not least, $2 record is Lake and self-titled. You might have noticed that this album is pretty beat up, but I mean, the record is fine, so it's only for listening, right? So I don't mind if it's super beat up or anything. I'm not really a collector. I'm more of a person who wants to listen to whatever I have and don't care about, you know, what it looks like. So I actually used to own this before, and I might have put it on another fine videos, vinyl haul. But yeah, for some reason I got rid of it. Why do I do that? I have no idea, man. So now I'm gonna try to keep it. Really cool progressive album. Really like the first song, On the Run. And the lyrics from Sorry to Say is pretty nice. So yeah, Lake, man, can't wait to listen to it again. Alright, so next up are 4 records that my girlfriend bought to me for my birthday in June. So it's been a while, but man, like, she knew exactly what to get me, and I really like it. But before that, let's do a little intermission. I need to take a sip of coffee here. Feels good. Need to keep my hyperactivity. Alright, so the first one she bought me for my birthday was Greta Van Fleet, Anthem of the Peaceful Army. So, you know, this album is excellent. I know that Greta Van Fleet has some haters, has some lovers. For me, I like them. I like what they do, even if they sound the same as a particular band. I mean, they have good ideas and everything, so I really like listening to them. The one thing I'm gonna say is don't buy this album on vinyl. The reason is, for some reason, even if you buy it new, it's gonna skip on both sides around the end. It's just the quality of the vinyl. I don't know which label this comes from, but I've read some reviews and everything, and everybody's talking about the skipness. It's real too bad. Hopefully they make a reissue about that, because it's a nice album. It just has too many skips. You have to stay like right beside your table just to like every time it skips to move the needle. So it's really annoying. Try to wait for a reissue if you want. You're on the if you're not sure if you want to buy it or not. Next one is a French album from Quebec actually. It's called Les Colocs. So this is their first album. There's a lot of story about that. There's actually a movie about the singer. He decided to take his life away in the early 2000s, unfortunately, and Patrick here lost his life with AIDS, which really sucks. So this band doesn't exist anymore. They made 2 official albums. They released 3 official albums. I'm sorry, and a few things on side. But it's really solid, man. Like they really their stuff is awesome. I grew up with that, and one of their best songs. I mean, Dédé is an awesome song. The first track, Julie, the last song, is excellent. Also, it's kind of it's very old school. Like I can't see how it sounds like. It's like rock and roll, but very in French you'd call it quétaine. Like it's very silly kind of music. So yeah, I mean, if you have a chance, listen to them. They have some reggae songs on their 3rd album. But yeah, man, it's good. It's nostalgic. That's why I like it. So I was very happy for her to buy it to me. A 3rd album that my girlfriend bought me. I was so surprised that she bought me so many albums. I was so happy. So this one might not be a band that you know. It's called Young the Giant. It's their 3rd album called Home of the Strange. So every time Young the Giant release an album, I feel like they improve every time. Like maybe because their first album they didn't found their sound yet or something, but every time I listen to one of their new album, it's so good, man. They have so much variety, so much ideas. Like they're great. They sound a little bit pop rock kind of thing, like maybe alternative, but it's an indie band and they do great stuff. I really recommend them, especially Silver Tongue is my favorite song from this album. But yeah, this is the one I've been spinning the most from the albums that Melissa bought me. So yeah, highly recommended. And the last album that Melissa bought me, this one I'm sure you'll know this album. So it's Dream Theater, Images and Words. So this is their 2nd album, and this is I say my second. It's hard to tell. I really like Dream Theater. I have 3 or 4 albums that I really like. There's Metropolis Part 2, which I also have on vinyl. I really like Systematic Chaos, and their man, I'm not sure. I mean, they have really good albums. It's Dream Theater. You all know what it is. The music on vinyl did an excellent job at reissuing this one. I only have another one on music on vinyl, and it says Rob Zombie. The Six Source Cisco Devil's Music Volume 1, and they both sound excellent, man. The quality of music on vinyl, correct me if I'm wrong, but the quality is excellent. I have no complaint with that. Alright, so next up is I did a trade with a lady from the United States. I think she's from Florida, and she really wanted some video game vinyl that I had, and these were vinyls that I didn't really care about. So we did that trade, and she went ahead and traded me this Smashing Pumpkins album. This is Siamese Dream, and this is a solid, excellent album. You guys all know about this album. It's Smashing Pumpkins. Come on, if you don't, get the heck out. But anyway, it's a cool album. I think she told me that she bought it during one of the concert. Let me check here if I can find I think she left the ticket in there. Let's see. I think I found something. Oh man, it's so hard to take out. There you go. Yeah, so she must have bought it at a concert, because there's a ticket master here for Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, pretty cool. It's kind of nice that she left me the ticket just in memory of the vinyl. So yeah, it's a great album. You know, like I don't know the album by heart, but I did listen to it a few times, and you know, it's a good album. It's not my favorite, you know, of the era, but yeah, it's a very nice listen. Another album that she traded to me was, just give me a second here, I have some hard time with this slip. Alright, next one is Creedence Clearwater Revival. So this is 20 of their greatest hits, and I'm so happy that she went ahead and let me have it, because I'm a big fan of the hits. I'm not sure, I haven't heard an actual album, because this is my childhood. This album here, the hits, is my childhood, and it was nice because not a few weeks ago, my dad needed to help me assemble my bed, which needed a few parts to assemble anyway, and I decided to put that album on, and he was like super into it, and you know, like we both listened to that album so many times, and you know, so it was very, very nice to bond with my father with that music. Well, actually, next one is from that trade that I told you about with the lady from Florida. So it's the Avenged Sevenfold, their first album, Sounding of the Seventh Trumpet. So this album actually sounds very different from their other stuff, and I don't mind at all. Like, this is a lot more heavy metal than their usual, you know, melodic stuff. So very nice to listen to it. I own it on CD. I listened to it on CD so many times. I listened to it on vinyl so many times. Now I have it, and if I want to listen to it on it, so it's right here. Very nice. So my last album that I want to show you guys is actually something weird. So I think, well, let me show you first. So it's the Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus. Now you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard this album like maybe 10 years ago, and I was like, man, I gotta buy this. Like, I gotta find it somewhere. But it didn't exist on album. It was only a DVD from like the live show, and it was a really bummer because I really want to listen to it. And I think the best recording version of Song from Jeffrey from Jethro Tull is on there. Like, the original Song from Jeffrey sounds so bad, and this one is a little bit better, which I like. So that's mostly why I like this album. The Who has some fun on there, and of course Rolling Stone has some of their hits, Sympathy of the Devil especially, and there's some never released before stuff that is only on here by bands like Taj Mahal. Dirty Mac is pretty cool. I think it's a band with Eric Clapton, but you know, correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. But anyway, so a few weeks ago, I went to Spin It in Moncton, and I saw this and I was like, whoa, this is finally released on an album that I can listen to my ear. Like, I gotta get it. It was expensive, but you know, like in my head, all this time was like, if I can ever see it on an album, I have to buy it. And there it is. It was in my wanted list for a long time, and super happy to have this box set, man. Like, very fun to listen. So anyway, this was my latest finds. I hope you liked the video. I'm gonna try to post my my previous videos that I made that I didn't have the time to edit. Hopefully it'll be soon, and hope you like it. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more active, and see you guys soon. Hope I didn't lose my subscriber. Please listen to my stuff. And also, if you have any recommendation from albums that you think that I might like, I'd like you to tell me, because I haven't been listening to new albums of new bands lately, so I always like to discover. Alright guys, see you later, and have a good one. Bye.